Welcome back to Switched to Linux. We're going to do a real quick look at the gThumb image viewer that is installed on many Linux distros, particularly your newer distros. So this is Linux Mint Cinnamon Edition, so forked from GNOME. It does have the GNOME imager. That's what the G is the GNOME. The other image editor, or image viewer, I should say, that is defaulted on Linux Mint is the image viewer, which is actually my preferred image viewer. And the reason is it allows you to more quickly navigate back and forth between images using the keyboard, and it really keeps things minimized so you're seeing effectively just the image, although you can come up here and turn on the side pane, see more information. But the gThumb is kind of an intermediary. It has a lot more information. Real quickly here, I can just click on an image over here and I'll see the details under the properties. I can also pull this down and see the histogram map if that's relevant to me. It allows me to this folder view here, so I can quickly go back and forth between different folders. So here you can just see some different images, and we're just going to go back here. Now if you double click on an image, I can get to this this view here. Now the one of the major reason I don't use gThumb as my main default image viewer is I can't use the arrow keys on the keyboard to navigate my images, and I'm very used to being able to do that. What you can do is you can use the mouse scroll wheel, but sometimes it's difficult to grab one image at a time. But it does work really well. What I do like about this is it's a lot easier to just make quick image edits by clicking on the little, looks like a painter's palette here. You can adjust all sorts of different functions here, the colorations, rotations. You can resize it, rotate it. You can crop it just by grabbing things, just grabbing the areas you want to crop it by. So you have those options as well. And then you can also leave comments. You can scrub metadata if you need to do that. Not quite sure why exactly you'd need to. However, I will say that if you do post your images onto Facebook or other places like that, having the meta and image and location data could actually be used to have somebody could literally track where you are and what you're doing by pulling the metadata off your photos. In fact, there was an article some time ago about a news agency mapping out somebody's house based upon grabbing photos from their Facebook account. And so scrubbing metadata is definitely a much safer way to upload photos to something like Facebook or any social media for that matter. Now in this case, obviously from the geotag where I am here, this is that delicate arch and arches. You can scrub the metadata. You can also go into a full screen mode here, which is a very nice view. Hit escape to get out of that. And then here you can navigate the previous and the next just with the buttons at the top of the screen as well. And the 4 panes here goes back to your main folder view. So here you can actually share images on Facebook. So if you do happen to want to use this for a more secure way to share your photos on Facebook or any social media, you can come in here, scrub your data, and then go up here and you can share it up onto a number of different places. And you can also import images. And this is one of the other uses that I have for this. Although I don't generally import photos using importers, I generally will import photos just by opening up the folder and going into where it is. It does provide you the option. So what we're going to do, and I found that it works best if you have gThumb closed when you do this, at least with my phone here. So I'm attaching an Android phone to this. So come over here and push the photo transfer button on the phone. Now up here I'm getting this unable to mount this. It is actually mounting. That's actually the SD card inside. But over here, if I come up and select import with gThumb, you'll see here that I have the photos that are available there, and then I can select my destination. In my case here, I'll just throw them onto the desktop. Sure, let's go ahead and do an automatic subfolder. And so it's going to automatically add the subfolder 2005-39. I'm pondering why it's picking that. The image was taken much sooner than 2005. So going to go ahead and hit the import. You'll see that it imports the two photos, and then it opens up the catalog so I can see the photos that it imports. And if I close this, you'll see, oh, okay, I see that the 2005 was just like generic text. So it does actually properly take, this is the year, this is the month, this is the day that I took the photos. So here's, you can see them in the image viewer. But if I actually right click, open this in gThumb, that should actually tell us the date as well. So here's the date the photo was taken at 6/11/2006 at 3:39, and I don't have location data turned on. So if you scrub through all this on my phones, you'll not find very useful GPSing data. But that's essentially a really quick walkthrough of the gThumb program. It is certainly a very nice image importing program, image organizing program. And if you do need a program that allows you to quickly sort image, upload, download, batch load program or batch load images, gThumb is definitely the image viewer to use. Like I said, it's not my preferred for just clicking at it and looking at images. It's a little bit more advanced than that. But overall, this program is a free and open source program. It is installed on many different Linux distros. Anything with anything there with GNOME, and I'm just double checking a Ubuntu as well to see if it's installed there. No, it is not pre-installed on Ubuntu by default, but it is pre-installed here on Linux Mint. It is on anything with GNOME, and if you do need it though, and you are on Ubuntu, just go ahead and install it through the software installer, and you will be able to get this as a nice image organizing system. So this has been Tom, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.